is a marvelous cook, but she doesn't enjoy it as much as I do. I really love it.
Why is it all the great chefs in the world seem to be men? Where that
they don't have to clean up after themselves.
Nobody explained it to me like that. But it is true, isn't it?
It's absolutely true, except that I like to clean up.
But generally speaking, it would be true.
What?
The great chefs have all these people cleaning up for them. They never have to wash their own
But great
pots
women
and
chefs
pans.
could have that, too. It intrigues me that there are not what you'd call...
What
But look at all the women. Don't your kids clean up after you? I bet they do. I bet they're chained to the sink.
My kids?
Yes. Yeah.
My
Your
kids?
kids?
Never.
Huh?
My kids?
Well, they wash the ashtrays anyway, don't they?
No.
That,
But my kids are two little boys who happen to be very
true
good
very
cooks.
often.
Both of my
Musicians,
kids,
a lot of
as a matter of
musicians are
fact.
women.
What's he talking about?
Who he's talking to? Both of my
It's always
kids.
intrigued me that...
What have you done to your hair?
Also, but that is true.
Yes.
But it would be considered a woman's domain, the kitchen. But you don't know any great women chefs, do you, outside of Julia Childs?
You never heard of Maud of the Waldorf.
Or Shirley of the Shelburne or something like that. They're just not around.
Never.
Do you go in for what they call gourmet or simple? They're going back. I see even the French now.
Yeah, simple.
What's the famous French name? Beaucoup?
Beaucoup, yeah.
Beaucoup is trying to now get back to simplified things rather than the garnishes and all of the sauces. And
yeah, I agree with that. I really enjoy that. I love cooking with herbs and very simple things that are healthy things. And
you ever cooked with roux?
Roux?
It's a Turkish herb.
Madeline Roux and I cooked up a
Yes, sir.
What do you do? Roux is a narcotic, isn't it?
All I know, when you put it on a turkey, the turkey says, "Baste me, baste me." All I can say. Anyway, every time you've been on the show, you have given us a small demonstration, most of which I am a miserable failure at.
Yes, you are a failure.
I just don't seem to be handy, and you have another interesting demo
I think
tonight.
Finally, I have found something that even you can do.
Now we're getting...
And you don't have to wash up afterwards, and it's terribly easy to do, and I'd really like to explain it to you. May
All
I?
right, we're going to take a commercial, then we'll come back and we'll go at it. Stay right where you are. We'll be right back. Now back to basic cooking. We haven't planned anything. I haven't the slightest idea. Now, am I going to assist you in this?
Yes, you're going to assist me, and you're going to learn.
Because I am klutzy in the kitchen.
Yes, you are.
Yes, that's true. Okay.
Come on.
I'll follow you.
All right. Now, this is...
Well, here we are at the kitchen.
Yes. This is a kitchen. Now, Johnny, we're going to cook trout. And we're going to cook zucchini, and we're going to cook cucumbers, and we're going to make an aioli sauce, which is mayonnaise and garlic. And I want to ask you first, because this trout is beautiful and fresh. You see, you can always tell because of the color of the gill and everything. Smell? What smell?
That's a fish.
Yes, it is.
It's a fish, but it smells fresh, and
Isn't it? It's beautiful.
Been cleaned.
Now, do you mind it with the head on and the tail on?
I'd never like to eat anything that's looking at me.
You don't? Well, then, would you mind
you can
cutting...
Put it, blindfold him or something. You can leave the head on, but put a mask.
Put a little something on it, like, all right.
Cut the head off?
Shall we cut the head off?
Yes.
All right. Okay, there we go.
Are you done yet?
Yep. Now, we'll leave it in the pot, though, huh? You don't mind the tail, do you?
No.
As long as it doesn't wag at you.
But do you cook that?
Yes. Now, what we do, you see, we cut lemon slices very nicely. And I'm going to give you something very nice, thin lemon slices. We stick them in the little belly in there. Yes, put them in the little belly.
Hide them in the trout
now,
there.
Squeeze that over it.
Squeeze the rest of the lemon over the trout.
Yes, just not too much there.
Now, the skin is on. You've just scaled it.
Skin is on. Yes, so it's been scaled, you know. It's a beautiful trout. Now you put a little parsley in there. That's, you know, roux. And then, let's see, now.
Is this boned?
Yes. No, it isn't boned. It'll be boned after it's cooked.
Little olive oil?
Now you do a little olive oil. That's just to sort of give it a little jazz. A little bit of salt and pepper here. Pepper. Salt. A little bit of salt. This is marvelous when it does both. And a few scallions.
How does that do both?
Huh? One comes out one end, one comes out the other. It took me a half hour outside to figure that out.
Now you put
Now, what we do, we sort of fold this up, you see, like this. Now, we pour in a little bit of white wine. Would you put just a tiny bit of white wine?
I want to see if it's fresh first.
Yes, please do. Is it all right?
Are you sure?
Yes, very good. Now, just a little on the fish, please.
How much? Just do it.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Come out. Now we...
I want a happy fish. Okay.
This is a happy fish, I'll tell you that.
Aluminum foil, right?
Aluminum foil. Aluminium foil, as they say in England. Now, nobody's ever been able to figure that out, have they? Now, wrap it up again, and wrap it up really neatly, Okay. Now, I'm gonna trade with you, and I'm gonna make the zucchini. Now, would you tear off a piece of aluminum foil, please? And the zucchini will be chopped up like this. Ooh, there it goes.
AT&T is down.
Okay, there we go. I'll put that right there. Thank you. Now, we chop up the zucchini, and if
salt and pepper?
Yes, a little salt and pepper, please. A little bit of olive oil. You gotta screw that
I
one.
see.
Yes. That's it. So sorry, I didn't really mean that.
Fresh zucchini.
Yes. Now, you see, now, you do that. Now, you put a little bit of dill on it. That's the wrong thing. There's the dill. A little bit of dill. A little bit of dill. Yeah. And again, a little bit of... That's enough. That's fine. Now, a little bit of olive oil, like that.
And
a little
some
salt
wine.
and pepper, please. Yeah, no, you want a little wine in
Little
it?
wine, of
Well,
course.
let's try the wine.
Maybe it's gone bad.
You sure it's all right?
Yeah, it's still fresh. You do have to let it breathe a little bit, don't you?
Yes, you do. That's enough. Don't waste it.
Don't leave it.
All right, now that goes in like that, you see? Now we wrap that all up like that, and we have that. Now, the aioli sauce, which is really garlic, mayonnaise, and sour cream, and a little bit of stuff. I want you to cook all that garlic
That's
in
garlic,
there.
isn't it? Put it all
No.
No.
Squeeze it.
What?
Squeeze.
Oh, excuse me.
Squeeze it. Oh.
Put it in the garlic press?
Yes, put it in the garlic press.
One at a time, or?
Yep. Yes, you have to do that. Attaboy. Into the soup.
Now we just...
A little more mussel could be used.
Oh, I see. All right.
That's it. That's great. Now, a little bit more.
So you put a few of those in there?
Yes.
Right.
Now, there we go. Now, we make that all up. And that just has to go. And that's actually
Do we have to do a commercial here?
for garlic.
While we're doing the commercial, we'll check the wine, and then we'll come right back. Right. Now, here's the Sunbeam Shaver and Groomer, the shaver that gives you more than a shave. We're back. How are we doing on time, Fred? Okay.
All right. Okay, now, I've cut up the cucumbers while we were selling something there.
Right.
And now what you do with these are just cucumbers, and you just put a little bit of French dressing on them, just a little bit. Now, wrap that up.
Wrap those up.
Wrap that up. Okay, and here are some pears, halves of fresh pears. Put a little red wine on them.
A little red wine.
You want to try it and see if it's fresh?
That's fine.
It's fine. Then you put a little bit of sugar and cinnamon, which you can buy already mixed. Put that on it. Now, that should be wrapped up, too.
Everything goes in foil.
Yes, everything goes in foil. And there we have our basic dinner. Now,
I understand there's a kicker on this whole thing.
there is. Now you take it down to Chasen's, and you have them cook it for you.
Now, you put this in the oven? You don't
No.
put it in the oven.
No, you don't.
Now,
And
let's-
I'll tell you what you do put it in. Here it is. The dishwasher.
True. Actually?
Truly, absolutely true. Now, I give you my word that an hour before the show started...
It's true.
We cooked exactly that meal in this dishwasher on the full cycle, mind you. Now, on the full cycle.
The water and,
Everything. Yeah, no rinse.
no rinse.
No, and no soap.
But the drying and
But
all of
everything, the whole bit. Now, here it all is. There are our dishes.
They're hot.
Now, they're hot, and we hope they're done. And I'm sure they are done because we've tried it, and it was successful. And we'll take a look first at the
Why
fish.
do you use a dishwasher? Just to,
Because it steams and it heats, and fish is one of the few things you couldn't do, meat or anything
Oh, I
like
see.
that in it.
So
But fish cooks in only a very short time, and it really is kind of beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is.
Now, look at that.
Huh?
That has been done.
Yes.
It's all hot.
Is it?
How now? Yeah, now you leave that in the
yes,
whole
you leave
cycle.
that. Now, if you go over there, I'm going to bring you a little sample.
All right.
Want to take the wine with you, Johnny?
No, I think I've had enough.
Why don't you drink it here?
Getting
Huh? Now, let's see. First, we'll bone a little. Oh, look, isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that flesh, come on.
So you bone that well. That's the thing that I don't know how to
Well,
do.
that's just something you have to learn how to do. I've been married so many times, I've learned how to bone anything.
I should be good at this then also.
I was thinking you should be just
Now
about the
that's-
same amount of good at it as I am. Now, you put that aioli sauce on
Yes,
there.
yes.
Now take that over, and I'll bring over. Let them try. Huh?
All righty.
And I'll bring over something in a minute.
You want a little fork here? This is trout. There's lemon in it, dill. Been cooked in a dishwasher.
No rinse. Oh, my Lord. Ah!
I'm going to try a little bit of this. That trout.
That is the greatest fish I have ever tasted in my whole life.
See, it's moist. It doesn't bake it
You
out.
know what the secret is? No rinse.
You're absolutely right. Isn't it delicious?
Oh, my
huh?
Lord, it's marvelous.
It really is. Did
And
you
it's
have some?
I have not tried it.
And another thing, it's rinse clean. There are no water spots on it.
But
That
it is great, isn't it?
fine.
Huh?
Oh,
Try the
divine.
aioli sauce, because that's one of the great dishes.
That's
of the world.
absolutely.
Hey, Merle.
Oh, my Lord, it's absolutely great.
And this, of course, is the zucchini, I hope. It may not be. Oh, dear. Well, there it
Do
is.
you always eat off the floor like this?
That's if I can't find any roux around.
That's pears.
Those are the
That's
pears.
the pears. You see, they're stewed in red wine, and it just pinks them up, and they're really delicious.
So it keeps all the moisture in because
Keeps
everything
all
is
the
in foil.
moisture in.
So really what happens, you've steamed it and then
That's
with
right.
hot water.
That's right.
So great.
Yeah.
Lord,
That's incredible.
It's wonderful. And then you just put the dishes back into the thing and wash the dishes. You see, and the whole thing is a beautiful cycle.
That's incredible.
It
and
is.
it's gorgeous. I wish you could all taste this. But that's the way it goes.
it is.
Beautiful. Thank you, Vincent.
You're welcome.
We'll come right back. Here.
Thank you.